Okay, good evening, guys. Since some of you asked how a ROKU works, it is 2018. I I'm looking into a laptop. I can't even imagine having to do this, but and of course, I'm also not getting paid for this. You know who I am? I come from a family of like very accomplished people. Even though I'm not accomplished, through me, you get to know some incredibly successful people. Incredible people through me. But so they won't pay me to do any of this. I have to do it for free. But since you asked, I'll give ROKU a free plug. Okay. I just finished my fish and chips. I also had fish and chips tonight, and I'm still watching Jason and Argonauts. Um, yeah. So basically, I'm nobody, but my family, incredible family, and and just like having me talk about your ROKU stuff, it gotta send the product like through the roof. Okay, so how does ROKU work? ROKU, okay. Okay. I'm gonna break it down, okay, into little building blocks. Okay. Imagine, all right. Say it wasn't a ROKU. Say you had a mobile tablet, right? You have a tablet or a mobile phone, and on your phone, because nowadays everything is apps. They're no longer like channels. They're not really software programs. They're what people call apps. Apps is that app. So apps all started on mobile phones and tablets and stuff, right? But now even on your computer, there are apps, right? So what is an app? Say an app is basically a little software program, right? That makes a connection back to the company's servers or back to the company. It doesn't make a connection onto the internet. It makes it goes through the internet, but back to the company's computer, web page, servers, whatever, right? So if it's a Microsoft app, it'll go through the internet, but connect only to Microsoft. So that's an app. Say Internet Explorer, Chrome browser, you can use it and go to any website you want, right? And what does it connect to? It connects to your internet service provider servers, providing you internet access. But you can go roam the internet as you please. If you have an app, say it's a Google app, it phones back to Google, basically. Through the internet, it phones back to Google. Microsoft app, through the internet, it phones back to Google. If you have a Hulu app, through the internet, it phones back to Hulu that is owned by, I think, NBC. If you have an Amazon app through the internet, it phones back to Amazon Prime. Right. So ROKU is not an app. It's a device like a laptop that runs all these apps. It runs like it'll run the Netflix app. So on the Netflix app, through the internet, it'll phone back to Netflix. But to be able to watch movies, you have to be a subscriber. I watched Jason and Argonauts on Popcorn Flicks. It's an app created by a company called Popcorn Flicks. And through the internet, it phones back to Popcorn Flicks. But I don't have to be a subscriber. I watch all the free movies. It's made available for free with like some ads and stuff. I think I told you once, like a commercial on the Super Bowl might seem expensive, but it's actually like 2 cents per person. Right? You know, when people talk about commercials on a Super Bowl, it's like $1 million for 30 seconds, but it's actually 2 cents a viewer. So you pay $1 million, you get 30 seconds, but there's like say 10 million viewers. It's only 2 cents a viewer, something like that, right? Right. So they go when you pay for advertising, they go by viewer. What's worth per viewer? So how do they make it work? Well, sometimes some of these movies I gotta watch commercials, so it could be like 2 cents a commercial every time I watch one. Like on Super Bowl, it's remember 2 cents a viewer, $1 million for 30 seconds, but it breaks down to the number of people watching, and it's $1 million divided by the number of people watching is 2 cents a person. It's not $1 million 30 seconds. It's $1 million for all the people watching. It's 2 cents a person. Last time I checked. So ROKU kind of works the same. It's like 2 cents a person per commercial. I don't know. They don't open their books, but it's basically like that, 2 cents a person per commercial. And then so some of these apps, like there's the Netflix app, it'll dial back through the internet to Netflix. There's the Hoopla digital app. Say your public library does not have Hoopla, you can then you can't log in. But if it does have Hoopla, there's the Hoopla app on ROKU, and I'm pointing out my TV. And you enter your public library information, and over the internet, it'll dial back to Hoopla, and you can watch all the movies on Hoopla. That's free if you got a library card. And then Popcorn Flicks is free. And then there's tons of other channels. I call them channels, but tons of other apps that are free. So there's Hoopla digital, that's free with library card. There's Popcorn Flicks. There's Tubi TV. There's Sundance channel. Some movies are free. Some you got to pay for. There's Netflix. All the movies you got to pay for, like through subscription. Amazon Prime. There's YouTube that I can access, and that's all free. User created content only, but it's all free. I really should be getting paid for this plug, even though I'm no one. I'm from a family of extremely successful people. Through me, successful people. You really should pay me every time I mention your product from now on. Seriously. But that's how ROKU works. And don't worry about it. I'm just kidding. Nobody's gonna pay me, and I wouldn't take any money for this. If I took money for this, I have to say what they want. I'd rather say what I want. So that's how my ROKU works. I think it's great, right? When I first got my ROKU, I'll tell you what happened. When I first got my ROKU, I only got like 10 things on it. I had like Yahoo. I had a couple of things you see on the box. But then you start. I started going to a website, like, looking on the internet, and they tell you all these channels you never heard about. So overall, there's a total of 2,500 channels or apps or whatever you call it. Services like movie services. Yeah, I guess you can call it movie services. Overall, there's a total of over 2,500 movie services. And you can watch stuff from like 1920s. You watch like Cary Grant black and white stuff, or you watch new stuff like this, or even newer, whatever you want. And you can even pay for it, like video on demand. Pay for it, and you get like instant movies that are out in theaters right now and all that stuff. I'm happy with my ROKU. I do have cable. I have what they call VIP cable, very important person cable. It comes with my place for free, and but the box is right there. I have not even bothered setting it up yet. I could be watching like live TV. I got like, I think a total of like over 700 channels on cable as well. But I'm just so busy catching up on the movies. You know. See you later, alligator. Wouldn't want to be a crocodile.